When the shelves go empty, will you have silver to trade? Good evening, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Silver Dad Knows. Remember, always live with no edits. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button now, as you're going to like what I'm about to say. So just to begin this evening, I have not featured one of these for some time, but here we have an 1896 silver Morgan dollar. Now, these Morgan dollars, I would say they are constantly in demand. Serious silver stackers are always wanting to get their hands on these. And it's no wonder why, because not only are these beautiful, of course they have silver in them, but they are pieces of history, actual American history. The mintage of the 1896 Morgan silver dollar climbed to nearly 10 million coins in 1896 after a few years of very modest figures. They had a wider production that resulted in a good number of 1896 Morgan dollars, which still exist today. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, I've noticed that these 1896 silver dollars tend to be in a better than average condition compared to other Morgans. And currently, a Morgan dollar from 1896 in circulating condition is worth between $42 and $72. However, on the open market, 1896 silver dollars in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $18,500. You heard that right, $18,500. Almost $19,000. Imagine that. If you had one that was in pristine, uncirculated condition, $18,500, you know what that could buy you right now? It could buy you a lot. Even with inflation being out of control, $18,500 could buy you a ton of stuff. Easily an entire year of food, depending on your budget, but easily you could fill your pantry with a year's supply, and I'm talking fancy food, obviously, for that budget. And real quick, before I continue, I want to give a quick shout out, and this is actually a reply that was given to one of my comments. So I'm always commenting on finance channels, other silver channels, and even biblical and prophetic channels. So, for example, I commented a few weeks ago and I got 200 likes. Sometimes my comments get a few likes, sometimes they get up to 1,000 likes. So I think I start some conversations because I'll get on these comments and I have like 60 replies and people are arguing with each other over comments that I said and people disagreeing with me, people agreeing with me. It's very interesting. So anyways, this is one of those comments from 3 weeks ago. I got a lot of replies, but this reply hit me the most. So here's the comment. So this is what I say. Silver Dad knows. We need God more than ever to get America back to where it was. We've drifted away from our moral and spiritual roots, which has led to the problems we're facing today. By returning to faith and religious values, we can restore the unity, integrity, and sense of purpose that made our country strong in the first place. God bless. Very simple. I said that, right? This is one of the many responses, but again, the one that touched me the most. Enigma 9971 replied, "My mom always says there's no political solution to a spiritual problem." I repeat, my mom always says there's no political solution to a spiritual problem. Incredible reply. And I mean, it's so true because, yeah, we've divided America based on a political party. Oh, I'm this political party. Oh, I'm this political party. We divide ourselves when we are literally trying to solve a spiritual problem here in America with political solutions. It doesn't work. There's no way. Because at the end of the day, God is not political. And more notably, to give reference back to the title of this episode, as we approach massive economic shifts, it's clear that now more than ever, silver is a crucial asset to safeguard against the unknown. The American people are beginning to panic, and rightfully so. With major changes set to happen after today, October 1st marks a critical turning point. A looming Longs-Horman strike on the East Coast is severely disrupting supply chains across 36 ports, halting the flow of important goods. The strike is likely to trigger widespread shortages, with retailers bracing for the impact. While large corporations like Walmart and Amazon may have stockpiled goods, smaller businesses will face devastating consequences. Empty shelves and delayed shipments will disproportionately affect mom and pop stores, forcing them to buy products at detail prices just to stay afloat, which will lead to closures. In times like this, when supply chains are on the verge of breaking down, the importance of holding silver cannot be overstated. Silver represents a tangible form of wealth that won't be affected by halted shipments or delayed imports. As people scramble to stock up on necessities, silver offers a way to preserve your purchasing power, regardless of what happens to the economy. During times of scarcity and uncertainty, those holding physical assets like silver are better positioned to thrive. On top of the strike, we're also seeing the end of pandemic era student loan relief. Borrowers will now, this is happening now. They are now facing penalties, credit hits, and accumulating interest if they don't make payments. So the party's over for everybody for the last decade, half decade. I'm not paying my student loans. Party's over. Many people already stretched thin with mortgages, car payments, and medical bills are now expected to pay student loan debts on top of everything else. This, of course, will create financial strain for millions, further pushing them toward economic instability. With inflation still rampant, paying off debts will only become harder, and people will need alternative ways to protect their wealth. Silver offers that protection. And as if it weren't enough, geopolitical tensions are on the rise. The U.S.'s involvement in international conflicts, such as supplying military aid to countries like Israel, will push, everybody closer to global conflicts. You don't want to be caught unprepared when the supply chain grinds to a halt. And silver will surely help you weather this storm. But folks, thank you so much for joining us for another evening of Silver Dad Knows. God bless you. God bless your household. And as always, God bless the United States of America.